Oh, well, hello, all my machine heads, and welcome back to Calmsden Farms, the super realistic channel, where we use real tractors, we use real equipment, we have a realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. Well, you know we're in the middle of the harvest. Everyone knows that. That's where I left off last time. But I am going to head back over to the dairy farm and give them some straw. I wanted to show you guys when I get over there that I think we were all a little wrong. Let me turn my volume up a little bit on my microphone so I don't feel like I can't hear myself. There we go. That's a little bit better. So how are you guys all doing tonight? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing fantastic. Oh, had a little bit of a rough day today. I got a phone call from my mom today and my stepdad. They both got the vid. They both got the COVID. My mom's doing well. She's okay. Remember that she's quite a bit older person. But my stepdad had to go in the hospital. He didn't fare too well today with it. But he's back home now, and he's released, and no blood clots, no nothing in the lungs. Apparently, when you get that, I guess opens you up for blood clots. So I did not know that. So, it's just been a rough day. But other than that, I'm here. I'm in a great mood. I'm awesome. I'm fantastic as usual. I got to go over and get our little wagon. Get in. Hit the wrong button as usual, everyone. I want to welcome all the new family members. I want to take a few seconds and thank each and every one of you for the most wonderful comments. You guys are awesome and amazing people. It's great. And that's pretty much all I really got to say on that one. Where's my cover button? There we go. Oh, here we go. I wanted to show you. All right, so let me get my mouse out here. My mouse. Yes, if you don't have them in the green, their health just goes here for now. But they still will produce milk if they're old enough. Okay? Now you guys know I didn't put any straw. That's for Ranger. I'm gonna put that in right now. But they've made 1,041. I've also turned the days down. I forgot when I set it up that I always set it up for like 10 or 12 day seasons to set up. And it was just a pain in the butt because I always do it and turn the speed down to 0.5 and I forgot to turn it. That's why it was crazy amounts. But they do produce milk. And we've only been on this map for an hour. And their total effectiveness. Now, this will go up per month or whatever it is, I do believe. So, see, hay gives you 80%. Grass gives you can just give them grass and get 40% and then just literally feed them grass. But the total mixed ration gives them 100. So, that will get there eventually. I looked up in the, what do you call it there? All the directions and everything when it tells you what to do and everything. There's absolutely nothing there about having a minimum. Now, granted, when we get going, I want to make sure that gets up in the green. That's for sure. I got to go the other way because I can't have it on my tarp. I learned that the last time. There we go. So, we're going to get some straw first and then a couple of more loads. And then I got to turn the straw back on the harvester. So, I do need straw. I was going to not do it and just use that, but you guys seem... Can I not buy straw from here? Oh, there it is. All right, so let's go down here to the construction I downloaded from the in-game mod hub. This, where is it? Is it under here or is it silo extensions? Might be under silo extensions. I swear, I downloaded the small manure heap from the in-game mod hub. That's a bunker silo. Huh. That's crazy. I don't know why it's not. Oh, you know what? I bet you it's because I didn't activate it. Yeah, we'll just put this one down today. And I got that other one. I'll fix it off camera a little bit. So let's see. We're gonna go over here with this. This will work anyways. This will work. And I got this tipping left. Give him a couple loads. We'll just give him one because we're gonna go pick up the straw from the other one. Ooh. Oh, give me 1 second on that. I gotta fix that one. Let's go soften. There we go. Where is that? There we go. Let's get in here so we can actually see. I drove over it. It was like nuts. Just make sure this is pretty good here. There we go. Now maybe Fury won't jump through the roof. I hit that bump. There we go. Perfect. There, that looks a little bit better. I'm going to stay to the outside of this now. See, this is the only disadvantage to starting with like 100 cows because it takes so much. But when we get going, it'll go crazy. I guarantee it. We'll give them just one level of straw because we're going to go pick up the other straw real quick here. Just enough to get them going and making manure. There. Now they got 18,000 and 54,000. That should be enough. As we can see, we're still producing milk, which is good. That's what we wanted. I guarantee we'll make more since we only made 42 because I had it set on so many days seasons. It was ridiculous. But I do that on purpose every time I start a map up. Wonder how many times I can make that sound. There we go. All right, so now we can head back over and continue with our harvest. There, now we should start getting some manure. This map is absolutely versatile. Extremely versatile. I 1000% agree with Grizzly Bear Sims on that one. You can use small equipment on this. You can use... Nobody saw that. Turn your head. You can use large equipment. You can use small equipment. You can use medium-sized equipment. You can have multiplayer on this map. It is absolutely versatile in that. It just, you know... So, I think what I'm going to do with the multiplayer... I think Ranger and I are going to go on a few days ahead of time, and we're going to get everything all set up, and I think we're going to go and flatten the whole map, and then we'll go from there. That's what I think we're going to do. Him and I have been talking about it pretty good about it. That way we can put some mods in there and make it like the landscaping free and just get on there and work together and just kind of do it together, get the whole map flat, and then we can come on with the multiplayer. The other thing is I found out, thank you to our beautiful family members, you guys are awesome. You guys let me know everything that goes on. Apparently in the in-game mod hub, you can tell if it's for console or not, and it's awesome. It's great. So what I may do is we'll get started with vanilla first, because I definitely don't want Ranger too mad at me. He's him and I are gotta have some sort of mods. We can't. Oh, turn the straw on everybody. Almost forgot. We still won't do bales, though. There we go. So, there you go, Ranger. Got straw for him. But him and I think are going to go on to No Man's Land and get it set up, get everything all done. I won't buy any equipment or anything like that. Well, maybe we'll just buy one. Or buy one set of equipment for everybody. Because if we have 3 people, I'm going to have 2 harvesters. And then I'm going to have 1 grain. You know how it works. We'll set it all up. But he offered, and I think I'm going to take him up on it, and we'll get all set up. And then once we get everybody playing, we can then agree as a team what kind of mods we want. You guys can tell me, and I can download them and get them all set up with what we want. That's pretty much it as far as that goes. I asked you guys a trivia the other day, I think, or yesterday. I don't remember if I asked one yesterday or not. I think the last one I asked was, how many times a day does a cow chew? And I never gave the answer. The answer is 40,000 times a day. Cows are literally constantly chewing. Even when they sleep, they're constantly grinding their teeth. They're constantly doing everything. So their jaw moves, generally speaking, right around 5,000 or 6,000. But when they're out in a field, they can move as much as 40,000 times in a day. Their jaw can go up and down and around, and they kind of grind. They go side to side this way because they don't have incisors like we do as humans. They just don't. So it's kind of cool. I think between the 2 fields, I think we'll still have plenty of straw to get started. Then we'll have this field of barley, that field of wheat. When we get all flipped around, we'll have this one behind us for straw production, this one, and the next one. Or I just may go, well, yeah, we're going to have more than one. And the reason we're going to have more than one is because when you start with 100 cows, can you imagine if we do reach the 5,000 cow mark, how much absolute food? I've got 54,000 liters in there, and it barely touched it off the red. Absolutely crazy. So if I was going to fill that, I think it'd probably take 1 million liters, probably close to it anyways. I downloaded a new pen today from the Mod Hub. It says it's for all platforms, and it holds 490. Like, why would you hold 490? You might as well just put it at 500. It's crazy. But it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty in-depth. I think we're going to use that on No Man's Land. But I'll get everybody started with the vanilla. We'll get our game going first. Because I think there's going to be some plows and stuff that we all want. Because I don't personally like using the little triangle moldboard plows. Even though they're super realistic, they're a pain in the butt. To do it right, to do it realistically, you got to rotate it every other pass, and then you got to go do the headlands last. With the Black Sheep modding one, for example, the only disadvantage that we have with that whole situation is I get a lot of my mods off Simply Safe Mods as well. And before I had that long discussion with Jerry, Grizzly Bear Sims, I was getting my mods from everywhere and anywhere. And I did. Oh, I want to mention to Grizzly personally, because I know he watches this while he's on the treadmill. Jerry, I caught one of those stolen mods. Oh, man, I was searching around. And it was the brand new map that dropped today? Not the Bartleshagen map, the other one, the French map. Well, what somebody did is they put it out on one of those wonky sites, because I was looking up, I tried to Google like PlayStation mods and see what was out, because even though it says in the in-game mod hub this is for all platforms, doesn't mean it's out for PlayStation or Xbox. I keep forgetting to say Xbox. And I found that out. So I Googled it, and it came up with that map. The one that literally just dropped today. I'm recording this on Wednesday night at 11:22 at night. I got the hockey game on, and I'm recording this. But I looked at it, and what they did is they took the exact same mod, literally the map, right to it. Didn't even change it. This is why Jonathan pointed it out to me. Sorry, Fury can't do too many things at once. It was literally, they didn't even change the map. Only thing they changed was the name. The map itself, the one that's on the in-game mod hub that literally just dropped. Oh my gosh, I saw that, and it was literally the same map. Nothing changed, nothing whatever. So I caught it, and so Grizzly Bear Sims a couple of videos ago, probably 4 or 5 now, went through and explained to all of us that what was happening was people were going through and they were taking mods off the in-game mod hub, or they were taking them off Simply Safe mods for that matter, and they were just renaming the map or the mod or whatever, the tractor, whatever they want to be, and they literally put it out and they claim it's theirs. All right, so we are gonna let's see if I can get just a little bit farther. Perfect. And I'll just unload this myself. Oop, oop. Don't want to draw off my don't want to draw any of that delicious straw into my header. There we go. I love that. This is on the additional game setting. Unfortunately, everyone, we won't be able to use the additional game settings because of the fact that it's only out for PC. And the only reason that I am doing the vanilla to start us off is so that we can get into the game and we can get everybody who's in there who wants to play, because I think it's going to be... I'm really disappointed on one person, though. I really am. Not going to lie. I did it again, guys. Sorry. I was really hoping Creighton would come on, because what it would have done is given him a chance to record his time-lapse at the same time. So it would have given him content as well. But that's okay, because the poor kid's in school, and when I recorded 11:30 at night, it wouldn't be fair to him. He's done it before with me. He's got on and he's recorded and stuff, but it's not fair. You know, if I go to bed at 3 in the morning, I don't have to work tomorrow, so it's not the end of the world. If he records until 3 o'clock in the morning and then has to go to school, that's not cool. That's not fun. Who wants to do that? I didn't even want to do it when I went to school. But I'm sure. So I was talking to my wife today, and I think I'm going to set up one day a week, or maybe one day a month, because I've got 2 Let's Plays going and the multiplayer. I don't want to get too stretched out. I made that promise to Grizzly when I got back into it again after taking some time off, that I was not going to get too many going. I mean, you're eager and you're excited and you want to get going, but then the realism sets in and you think, how am I going to have the time to do that? I've still got people are tuning in to see this Let's Play. They're tuning in to see Old Street and Farms. They don't want to tune in and watch all this other stuff. I mean, the multiplayer thing is going to be cool, and I'm sure we'll get some people watching it. And if anything, the people that are content creators that come on and play are going to be nice. But I think once a month, we'll designate like a Saturday to where I record multiplayer. Instead of the Tuesday that week, we'll record the multiplayer on a Saturday, so that some of the younger guys that go to school can join us. That sounds awesome, I think. But thank you guys seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all of the absolute wonderful Wonderful. Now I'm going to have to hit this a little bit because turn your heads, turn your heads, turn your heads. As Reefy would say on his channel when he had his channel, if you don't like the way I'm doing it, turn your head. I love the guy. He's so real. And he was doing Fs15, Fs17 videos. The guy, he runs an awesome channel. Used to. I know that he got out of it, and he's such a good dude, though. Such a good dude. And so he used to say all the time in his videos, hey, if you don't like it, you can either turn your head or you can not tune in. And you can't. Real respects real. And one of the new family members. Now listen, on the other token, guys and gals, and whoever else is watching this, the one thing you're going to have to take into consideration with Fury is it's going to take me time to learn everybody's name. But once you start commenting all the time and you start putting in your name and we start playing multiplayer more, I'll remember your name. So when you comment and I bring it up, I'll know who I'm talking about. But we have a brand new family member that came on in the last couple of days, and he's been watching all the series, and he's been, or she, I'm not quite sure. I have to be careful with that because I've been caught with that before. So they've been commenting and everything like that, and they've been catching up. And that, to me, is what makes my channel, you know. And he said, or she said, make sure I keep it real, because that's what it's all about. And that's what we do here. We keep it real. We tell real stories about our lives. All right, so before I get going with that story, now remember how I squared this up, right? This is where we're going to start our worker off, right up here, and he's going to work down towards, which let me do something real quick. Turn your heads real quick, everyone. I'm going to tab over to this vehicle. I want to see if this back end is square. Real quick here. Real quick and in a hurry, everyone. If this is somewhat square down here, we'll start down here, because generally speaking, when you do a field, it's somewhat square. I guess we could square it up. You always try to want to start in the farthest area and work your way back towards the farm. You know, because that way when you end up down here, you got to drive all your vehicles back up to the farm. This is nice and square. I can get started up here. Shall we go down there? No, we're going to go here. We're going to go here. It's opposite of what I want to do, but that's okay. So I'm going to get him started right here, and we're going to say goodbye to him. And I'm going to say, whoops, whoops, whoops. What are you doing, bud? We want you to go this way. There we go. All right, hopefully he gets to the end, squares that up, and then comes around. We're going to find out. Hi, Balloon. I can't even watch the news anymore, everyone. It's so depressing. Needs lime and it needs plowing. Hey, at least we won't be using a 3-meter plow on this giant field. Like we're using on Old Stream Farms. I love that map. That map is fantastic. This map's great, too. We've got... I'll tell you one thing. I will be very, very, very honest with you guys. The first couple of maps that have dropped have been absolutely fantastic. We're getting into some... kind of, listen, Chainsaw Valley's a good map. I drove around it today as a logging map, but you're really kind of limited as far as where you can play and where you can't play, because you can't build farms up on that big giant hill. It's not going to happen. I'm just going to drive by him real quick because we can't unload the tarp. We got to unload going this way. I just want to make sure he's cutting it right. Perfect. Perfect. Just make sure. Okay. 4 miles an hour. I'm going to put my cruise down. See, I'm doing this with my sim dashboard. It's great. There we go. And we'll just use a loading wagon. Oh, but anyways, as I was saying, the maps that have dropped, the first couple of them, man, fantastic. This one and No Man's Land and Calmlands, they're good maps. Not gonna lie, they're really good maps. Real stable, really good. But that I don't even know how to pronounce it, Bartleshagen or whatever it's called there. It's just been a reboot from all the other maps, and it got not very good reviews in 17 and not very good reviews in 19. And then they came out with a 4X map for it, a version of it, and it is what it is. Some people like it, so I'm not, you guys know me, I'm not in the business of bashing maps and bashing people and bashing modders. That's just not who I do. It's not what this channel's about. You can have your opinions, that is for sure. Okay. There we go. This way we can unload them until it starts spitting, and then we'll stop. Now we'll get out of the way and we'll wait up here until he comes back around. Catch you on the flip side. Now, I don't understand something. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because it goes out past it. Why would they have the pipe come out the same side as the tarp? Wow. Is it really only going to fit? Wow. Is there a three chamber? Wow. Huh. All right, so we may have to... Does that have a trailer hitch on the back of it? No. We may have to get the double one. Yeah, I'm going to have to... Because that... It's got to hold at least the same amount as this. Otherwise, I'll just use the green wagon and take it right to the sell point in the green wagon. Especially since it's only right there. Yeah, it's only got 51,800 in it. No, it holds 51,800. It's got 37,000 in it already. Well, we're waiting a couple of seconds. Let's go down to trailers and see which one of those holds more. This is the one we got, right? The triple hopper. 8.4 tons. 13. Yeah, we're going to have to switch it. We're going to have to switch it out to get that one so it can fit more. After we sell this this grain here, I'll head down while I'm waiting for him. And we'll sell that back and we'll... It's funny how we started with... We did take a loan out, didn't we? Yeah, I think I did it on camera. Yeah, we took $1 million loan out and we only got $137,000 left. All right, so definitely. All right, let's go sell this. We got a few minutes here. The other thing I want to see is he's going to come the next pass here. And I think he's going to mess up. We'll find out. Wait. Yeah, all right. Let's go sell this and then go down and buy the bigger trailer. We're going to need it. I didn't realize you're going to get this much off of this. This is a long trailer, too. It's a truck sim. That's how I drive in truck sim with my mirror. Man, I downloaded for truck sim the FLB by Harvin. Oh man, it's an international truck, flat nosed. But man, does she have? And I graduated from the Mac. For those of you who caught my episode 1, and I graduated up, and I've bought that truck now. All right, everybody, what's our guess? Do you have to switch it? How do I get the other unloaded? Huh. Do I have to switch? Oh, tip side front. Okay. Middle. All right. Well, you learn. We didn't get much so far, did we? What was our total, everyone? What was our total? What was our total? I want to see. Oh, is that it? Only $9,915? That can't be right, can it? Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, with 100 cows, we'll be able to, I might have to go the big red trailer as much as I hate it. This, unloading trailers. Crazy talk. Cut through here. This is a really long trailer. Wow, the size of this trailer only holds 8.4 tons. That's crazy. I mean, it's still 58,000. A lot different when I got my joystick charged up, isn't it? Because if this is the case where we can actually, you know what? I think we can, as close as that is, I think I don't need this truck and trailer. I think I just run it over in the grain cart when it's full. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Since it's so close. It's literally less than a field away, which would make more sense. So we're just going to sell these outright. Let's see, garage. And then we are going to go back. Okay, we got to let him come. Oh, we got to see what he did there. We got to wait till he comes back, and then hopefully he goes all the way down here for the next level, because it looks like he did. Yes, look at that. Yeah, it's a good thing when you somewhat hire smart workers, isn't it? There, and then when this thing holds like a lot, I figure it just held 58,000, and I wasn't even a quarter full. It's crazy. So we're just gonna run it literally. I can go right in that backyard over there. Gives us a chance to talk anyways. Looks weird with the blown straw on the front part, doesn't it? Well, since we did that, why don't we buy us a loading wagon? Loading wagon. We got to get a big one, though, because there's going to be a lot of straw on this. Oops, not animal transports. Fury, what are you doing here? Let's see. Wow, we don't want to spend half of our money on that. But I also don't want to get one that only holds like 8,000. We'll be going back and forth 800 times. Let's see. 13.4, 12.7, 13.7. But for 132,000. Oh, but we're definitely going to need it. 13.7, 13.2 is only 1,000. 13.4 is 16,000 less. Yeah, and then you jump right off. Let's go the class. Yeah, let's do that because that's 16,000 less. We'll go 10 miles an hour. We'll keep it there. And then when we get done unloading him the first time, we'll take the track down and we'll pick her up and we'll start picking up some straw while we're waiting. Because I think the first couple of loads I'll put right in with the cows. And then we'll get them set up that way, and then we'll start putting them in the storage unit over there. A nice looking setup, actually. Little small tractor for this big haul master. But this is what you'd be doing, everyone. You'd be waiting. You'd be chilling like a villain. Actually, you'd be in here, probably eating a sandwich. That's what I'd be doing anyways. Boy, that worked out well. He set it up himself. Yeah, he's got a nearly full green tank. I know. I'm going to grab him right now. I'm going to grab you right now. I'm going to start picking up that straw. That I don't like. Hoping by Farm Sim 24. Go back, go back, go back. You got to go back up, buddy. Can't miss half the There. We did that. We ran all the way down to the store. We sold that. This should fit the rest of this field, which will be good. So it starts spitting. There we go. Now we get off, and he's completely empty now. Sweet. Fast little bugger, isn't it? Ha! Spawn right in front of me. Wow, this is like day 5 in a row for me. It's been fun. Been fun. I may or may not take tomorrow off because what's happening with the family. I may, I mean, they won't even let the wife and I in the hospital. But he's back home, and it was rough because you get the phone call at like 4:30 in the morning. And you're like, ugh. You know, you think to yourself, what's really going on here? So it was not a physical tiring day, but a stressful, tiring day. So I'm a little wiped more than I normally am. So I'm still very upbeat, still very happy. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. But I think I might take tomorrow off and just kind of chill. We also got a huge storm coming for us this late in the year. We're next Tuesday's March 1st, and we are literally going to have a 12 to 18-inch snowstorm, they said, coming. Wow. That thing is ginormous. All right, so even though this is 435 horsepower, it did drop a little bit. I guess it looks all right. I don't know if this will fit in the shed to give the cows their straw. So we may have to dump it in the silo and then take our little one in, dump a few extra loads in. I mean, we bought the first episode, 56,000 liters, but it was only 500 for 20,000. So 60,000 only cost us $1,500. And there comes a point in farm sim, you guys all know this, spawning deer, that sooner, like, especially with bigger fields like this, eventually you're making money hand over fist. And you get to the point where it will be and the only reason I put that up there, that sell point, is if we ever get to the point where we run out because we have so many cows that we can't keep up, we can just buy it. But there will come a time when we've got an excess. Like right now, it's kind of hard because we're starting out with 100 cows instead of 5. You know, you guys all know Fury usually starts with like 5. And then I end up with like 1 million liters of straw and stuff in the silo. Boy, did I do that too early. This little Kloss is nice, though. So, we're going to go... Okay, we got just a... I don't want to get middle of the straw harvest. I'd rather do the grain, make sure he's got the grain. So, we'll pull this here. Go back to get my grain cart. One thing at a time. It's the problem, you get too many things going on at once and it gets like, The color of this matched perfect. Perfect. Well, should we try to tackle another trivia today? Oh, Fury's been in and out of trivia lately, and it's kind of like disheartening a little bit because I I always look forward to the trivias and asking them. So I don't have my trivia book. It is in all the way in the bedroom. My phone's in the bedroom, which is upstairs and 3 rooms away from where I'm sitting. So I won't be able to go up there. Plus the wife's sleeping. I'm not going to bother her. I don't know who's winning the hockey game. I haven't even looked at it yet. Been busy with you guys. You guys. Oh, man, I watched this awesome video today. Absolutely great video. I got home and was just wanting to look to relax. And it was things that they found frozen in ice. It was actually pretty good. He's about half full. Sorry about the cough, everyone. I had to. Stick your face up against the pop filter for a long time, you start smelling plastic. Oh, that wasn't even very full. See, a quarter. It's got 34% in it for 23,000. So at 70,000, it'll have 40,000 in it. This thing will hold like 100 grand. All right, so now we've got time to maybe go around one time. Maybe we can get one headland done with this thing. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. 44,000 isn't too bad. Because we own. Wow, we actually own a lot. We own 6, 3, 2, and this big section up here, grass. We own 4 and 35. That came with it. I started this on new farmer mode, and it came with it. Let's get one of these back headlands done here first. That way he doesn't have to keep driving over it. It's driving me nuts. I tell you, it's 2 different extremes though. Playing this map and then playing Old Stream Farms, and you got to remember that you're not using, 13-meter headers. Oh, the other video I watched today, I got to post it. I got to try to remind myself. I got to post it on with this video of a giant wheat harvest I was watching today, and the guy was using the new MacDon header that's in our in-game mod hub, and he was harvesting at 4.4 miles an hour, and then he bumped it up. And apparently what the new headers do now is they, depending on where you how fast you go. Let me get my facts straight here. Depending on how fast you go will depend on how fast the harvester will go. So if you bump it up, like he in the video, the guy bumped it from 4.4 to 5 miles an hour, and the harvester wouldn't let the machine go 5 miles an hour, because what it was doing is it only lets it take in so much, especially when you got like a 60-foot header on the front of it. So he was like, watch, and he was showing the guy that was in the cab with him, and he said, look, I can bump this up to 5 miles an hour, and it won't go it. It just won't allow it to, because it's taking in too much. So I thought that was just one of the most fascinating videos, because we didn't have that growing up. We had none of that newfangled computer stuff like GPS and stuff. We just had to look out the window and see, and we judged our speed by what was going on. I'm going to go down here and get his other headland out of his way so that he can go straight, and then we can come back and go straight. those are the kind of videos that Fury watches, and I just find them, like, absolutely fascinating. Oh, yeah. Can't do my cruise because I got it set for the other. All right, so we're going to go back now, and we might be able to get him another run. I don't remember. Yeah, he might need to be unloaded this time. This way, the straw will be out of his way. I didn't think people used this anymore, like to pick up straw. I thought everybody bailed because that's what we did. We bailed, and apparently there's people out there that do it realistically, realistically still do it this way. All right, so let's do this real quick here. Up, off. Now, I'm going to add a road right alongside of this so that we can go back and forth to our farm without having to go all the way around. Even though you drive through a hedge there, that wouldn't be nothing for this tractor. So let's find out, first of all, if this will fit into the barn. If it is, that'll give us another $40,000 right into their pan. Right into their pan. And then that manure heap won't stay there because I downloaded the small one. Let's see. Oh, yeah, with ease. Oh, with ease. There you go, girls. Got more straw. $55,000 didn't even dent them. It's crazy. That's crazy talk right there. Now, it used to do something like that in 17 as well, didn't it? Reefy, you would know more than me. I think in 17, didn't it, when you put in your feed, your total mixed ration and stuff, it was enough to last you like 5 days or something like that, right? I think so. So I'm wondering if that amount is, it doesn't tell you anymore. Now we're gonna try to go quick here and catch him before he finishes, because I think it might be full, because we're getting some pretty big passes here now. But as you can see, though, we started at this is the second episode, so we're 2 hours into this first harvest, literally, and we're still going. And that's with a worker. Now, if I was doing it myself, it probably would be a lot. It'd probably be double. But I figured we're doing big farming, and we only have 1 day, because once this day is over, we go to the next month. We go into September. Yeah, he would have been able to go another round. Especially when I'm ending him right here on the... I got 33,000. It's not even 50% yet. There we go. Yeah, so that'd be 70,000 just in this grain cart. Now, it is struggling a little bit weight-wise. This thing's big. But it will fit 70,000, just a little bit over 70,000, or it will fit 70,000. That whole tractor trailer setup only fit 58,000. Absolutely crazy. All right, so we've got about 4 minutes left. Let's see if I can get at least one more load of straw for the girls in there, and we'll call it a day. Wrap it up. I just want to get this little bit of straw here. I looked at the score of the game and hit a button. All right. Raise that up. And now we should be able to drive at normal speed. Sweet. Now, you normally wouldn't take the grain wagon. It's not made for that on roads and stuff like that. I mean, you can. That's how you get it there. But you normally wouldn't drive it back and forth with the grain cart. That's the whole idea of a semi, is because it goes faster than the grain cart. So it is nice, though. It's like I was saying earlier. It's quite the contrast between old Stream Farms and this, from 3-meter equipment to 13-meter. But it is nice to come on and have a change. You got lots of room on these fields, and once you get a couple of headlands done, you got plenty of room to move around and park your tractor and do what you need to do. On old Stream Farms, because everything's so tight, you gotta plan everything, and it's awesome. It's great either way. That's funny. I was reading the comments today, and Creighton was picking on me, which is great. I told you guys you could. And he says, "Are you cheating on your wife?" And I had to go. I asked him. I was like, "What do you like?" I was confused. Like, what is he asking me? And then he said, he posted a video, and he said, "No, at the 26-minute mark of your video." And I literally had to go to the 26-minute part of the video to see what he's talking about. Remember when I was walking up the road and that little Honda Civic was sitting there, and there was a lady walking up the road, and I went, "Hello," and I started talking to him. Well, Creighton, being the smart hiney that he is, he was like, "Ha ha, you caught me." So you did. You got me, Creighton. You got me. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. You guys are awesome. Let's see if we can get this one row here. I don't want to go past. I want to have him finish up that row and stop. I'm going to stop him right here because we're going to be in a good spot now. Let me shut this off. And get him done. Fire him. That's it. Oh, we're stopped manually. It was stopped manually. Perfect. We still got a little bit of harvest left, but we'll be done with that within an hour next time. So about a 3-hour harvest. Not too bad. And on that note, everyone, please, 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 we just made it through episode 2. And without further ado, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to put your answer for your trivia, which we never did ask. I'll get one next time. I'll get you. I'll catch you on the flip side, everyone. And please, please, please be sure to like and subscribe and share. Enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And on that note, guys and gals and everyone else who's watching us, please enjoy your Wednesday night. Send your prayers out to my parents. Send your prayers out to Farmer Z. He's sick as well. I don't know if he has the COVID, but he's sick. He's having a rough time. It's going through his house. So COVID, unfortunately, is not over as much as we want to say it is. Just be safe, everyone. Be careful. Take care of your family. Take care of yourselves. And God bless each and every one of you. And I think one of these hours, Jerry will be dropping another video over on Grizzly Bear Sims channel. Make sure you check him out. Tell him Fury Machine Gaming sent you. Love you guys. I'll catch you tomorrow night. If I'm up to it, we'll be back on Old Stream Farms. If I take a day off, we'll still be back on Old Stream Farms. All right, guys. Fury Machine is out.